Judge Frank Caprio presiding. Will you be seated? Roll call.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Providence Police Department has charged most of you with a traffic offense. Sergeant, do we have someone behind me here? Front office? All right. When I call your name, there are two gates on either end of the rail. There's a gate to your left and a gate to your right. Come through either one of those gates and line up behind these chairs. When I read the charge, you may either admit the offense with an explanation or you may deny it. After I dispose of your case, go back to the clerk's office where you first came in and see the clerk at the counter. Even if I dismiss your case, be sure to see the clerk before you leave. Now, most of the cases that we have today are parking tickets. So you have a right to come back and have a trial if you plead not guilty. However, we make every effort to dispose of these tickets, parking tickets particularly, without the necessity of you coming back for a trial. However, if you absolutely insist on coming back, I'll give you that opportunity. But if there's something you wish to bring to my attention that you think may help you, I'll give you that opportunity. So we'll make every effort to dispose of parking tickets today. There are other offenses that are more serious in nature. We have 3 misdemeanor charges. And for those of you who are charged with misdemeanors, you have the right to be represented by counsel or represent yourself. You have the presumption of innocence. You have the right to have the city prove each and every allegation beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to present witnesses on your own behalf and to cross-examine witnesses who may testify against you. And you have the right against self-incrimination. Those are your constitutional rights for those of you who are here for the misdemeanor charges. If there's any question as to procedure, feel free to ask those questions once you appear before the microphone. Kevin Flanagan. And Robert Marino. You, Robert?
Yes.
Are these companion cases, Sergeant?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Stand next to him. Mr. Flanagan.
Yes, sir.
Move the mic up. You are charged with disorderly conduct. You are charged with failure to move, rather. How do you plead to that?
Not guilty.
Mr. Marino. You are charged with failure to move. How do you plead?
Not guilty.
You both desire to come back and have a trial? I don't hear you.
Yes, sir.
Do you desire to come back and have a trial?
Yes, sir. Sir, we're both Providence College students, and we've never been arrested before. And, I mean, this is just a circumstance beyond anything we could do about, and we don't really think we were in the wrong here.
You don't? You don't think you...
I wasn't trying to cause a problem.
I can't, unless you speak into the mic, I can't hear you.
I wasn't trying to cause a problem or give anyone any disrespect by any means. My friend got grabbed by the throat, and I was trying to have a conversation, and they wound up getting angry with me and throwing me in the car and arresting me, and I never give anybody a problem. Like, I just don't understand it. It's really... Then I had to spend the night in jail, which is something that's new to me. It's not that fun either. But I just don't really understand why all that was really necessary when I was posing no threat to anybody. Like, it's beyond me. Same thing for him. Like, it was our friend.
He'll speak for himself.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wish to tell me?
No, I've said everything.
You don't understand how all this happened. That's basically what you're telling me.
I understand exactly what happened, and I understand why it happened, but I just think it's right.
You don't think it's right?
I don't think it's right.
And you, young man?
There was no disorderly conduct. And,
no, you're not charged with that. You're charged with failure to move in order to do so by a police officer.
Right, and...
There were 60 people in an apartment having a party.
Well, we weren't there for the party. They had broken up the party. We came 10 minutes later. We're walking over there to see our friends, and these officers were, I mean, they were maybe in a bad mood or something, but we walked up there just to go upstairs and see our friends. We hadn't been doing anything all night, and I mean, that's all we really wanted to do, and I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Well, since neither one of you see anything wrong with your conduct, then I think you're going to come back. We're going to get the police officer in, Sergeant. Okay. Ordinarily, on a failure to move charge, ordinarily, in ordinary circumstances where someone spent a night in jail and where there's an admission of the essential elements of the offense, where people have some sense of remorse, some sense of accepting responsibility, then in those cases I will dispose of these because I feel that the ends of justice will be served because the person recognizes that they've done something wrong. But both of you feel that you've done nothing wrong, that the system is at fault here, and you don't understand why this happened. So I think we're going to have them come back. We'll get the police officer in to get the police officer's version. So both, no, I know now you want to tell me something else, but it's too late. So both of these gentlemen will be asked to come back. We'll get the police officer in. We'll hear what the police officer has to say, and then we'll make a decision at that time. And maybe they're going to accept responsibility at that point. And the other situation is that the first words out of your mouth were, "I'm a Providence College student." If half of what's true here, you're not reflecting credit upon the college, so don't use that as your shield.
No, I'm not, sir.
Okay, both matters are set down for trial, Sergeant. You're both released on your own promise to appear. Make sure you have the right address. You'll be notified when to appear in court.
Thank you.